guys, welcome to POMCLOSET. Today we are going to create something very simple, which is the bikini bottom in size S, M, L and XL. So what do we need for this project? I will use the cotton yarn from the Grindle 4-ply. The number is 021. I have bought these in Germany as a company because I registered with the company, so I can buy these online. But if you want to buy them from the retail, you can search on the Amazon or eBay. These are the Ecotech standards which you can use with the crochet hook number 2.5 and 2.4. You will also need the crochet hook. Here's a 4mm. Both of them are 4mm, but here is for one strand of yarn, which I will be using for this project. And this one here is for the 2 strands of yarn. I need to use these for the strings of the bikini bottom. You will also need a pair of cutter or a pair of scissors, the tape measure, some stitch marker, the calculator, the pencil, and the yarn needles to sew all the ends in. To start with, I will do the slip knot and then change up to 9 for size small, 10 for size M, 11 for L and 12 for XL. I'm making size small for this one, so I will chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then change 3 more. Do the double crochet on the 4th stitch from the hook to begin the first row. This is all for all sizes. The next stitches to the last one, just repeat the double crochets. You will end up having the 10 double crochets for size small, 11 for size M, 12 DC for L, 13 double crochet or 13 DC for size XL. For row 2, you need to change 3, turn for all sizes. The next stitch, you need to do the double crochet until the last stitch. The number of the double crochet should still remain the same as the row 1 for all sizes. So it should be 10, 11, 12, 13 for S, M, L and XL. The last stitch here, so make sure you have the same amount as on the first row, and the third row you need to repeat row 2. For size S, I will do row 3, 4, 5 by repeat row 2. For size M, repeat row 2 for 6 row. L, you will have 7 rows. For XL, you will have 8 rows of these. So I will continue doing this until the end of row 5. Here's the end of row 5 for size small. Size M should be end of row 6. Size L should be end of row 7. Size XL should be end of row 8. And then we will need to change 3, turn the work. The next stitch, you need to do 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So expanding the size of the bikini bottom. And the next stitches, you need to do double crochet until the last 2 stitches. And here's the last 2 stitches. I will do 2 double crochet in the same stitch. The last stitch, just double crochet. For row 7, you need to change 3, turn the work, and repeat row 6. I will repeat these until, for size S, until I complete row 13. For size M, you need to do this until you complete row 14. Size L, do this until you complete row 15. Size XL, you need to complete row 16. And here is the end of row 13 for size small. For size M should be end of row 14. L should be end of row 15, XL should be end of row 16. Now we need to continue with the other rows by chain 3, turn the work, double crochets on the next stitch, and this time we're not going to be adding any stitches on this row. So I'm gonna keep going with the stitches until the last stitch without any extra stitches added. Here is end of my row 14, so I should have 26 double crochet on this row for size small, 27 for M, 28 for L, and 29 for XL. Row 15, so you will need to repeat row 13, which chain 3, turn the work, next stitch you need to do the 2 double crochets in the same stitch. The rest do the double crochet until the last 2 stitches, and then repeat the other side by doing the 2 double crochet in the same stitch and then the double crochet on the last stitch to finish row 15. And then for row 16 you need to repeat the row 14, so you will need to keep swapping between the adding stitches but no adding. So I have the pattern here for my POMCLOSET, so I need to explain here. We are going to do the front and the back piece the same, exactly the same. So I'm here at row 15. I need to repeat row 6, which we will be adding the double crochets on the side here, and then until the last stitch we need to do 2 double crochet and double crochet on the last stitch, and then row 16 repeat row 14. You don't need to repeat anything. Row 17 repeat row 6, row 18 repeat row 14, row 19 repeat row 6, and I will be making also row 20 by repeat row 14, and the last row is row 21, repeat row 6. So you will be swapping between the adding stitches on the side and no adding. So I will repeat these 2 rows for all sizes. For size S I will do 21 rows, for size M I will do 23 rows, for size L I will do 25 rows, for size XL you can go for 28 rows. So I will meet you after I'm done with the row 21. And here is the last row, last stitch. I will need to chain 1 to close this row, cut the yarn off for sewing for 6-7 centimeters. We'll do one more of this piece. I don't want to do the separate piece, but I'm just gonna show you another techniques. You will have to turn to where we have started. So we're starting from the bottom of the bikini. Bring the yarn, reconnecting. I will leave the yarn so around, I would say around 3 centimeters. Reconnecting the yarn and then put the yarn through chain 3. This is for all sizes. So we are going to start the first row on this section here. For size S, make sure you have 10 double crochet including the 3 chains. So I will do the second stitch, do the double crochet. Now have 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for size small. Size M you should have 11, 12, 13 for L and XL, for M, L and XL. So the next row basically exactly the same as the piece that we have just done with the other rows until you get to, for size S I will go for 21 rows. For size M I have mentioned, so you should have exactly the same as this piece because front and backs are exactly the same. and I will meet you after you've done the last row. And I have completed the front and the back part of this bikini bottom. They are exactly the same pattern. So for size small, I should have the 32 double crochet on the last stitch, both sides. For M, I should have 33 double crochet. For L, I should have 36, and XL 39 DCs on the last stitch. And the length of the size small, it should be 8.5 inches length when you measure from the middle part up to the last row, and the width should also be 8.5 inches, so 8 by 8, 8 by 8 for size small. For M should be 9 inches the length, and the width should be 8.8 inches. For size L, you should have 10 inches length, and the width is 9.6 inches. For XL should be 11 inches length and 10.4 inches width. So here is all the measurements you should have. Now we need to complete our edging. For the edging, I just want to go for a very simple, here's the last stitch. I would chain 1, and then I would do 2 single crochet on the first double crochet row, the third one single crochet, and then I'll chain 3 and do the slip stitch on the third chain from the hook to do the picot stitch, and then 1 extra single crochet in the same row. The next one is 2 single crochet on this row. The next one, 1 more single crochet, chain 3, and then third chain from the hook, slip stitch in the same row, 1 single crochet. The next row I will do 2 single crochet. So keep continue like this all the way around the bikini bottom, and on this section you will have to skip 2, go to the third one and do 3 chains, and then slip stitch on the third chain from the hook, single crochet on these 2, same as the 2 single crochet, the third one single crochet and chain 3. So exactly the same as what I have shown you. And on this side, make sure once you've done the edging, so you can hide these ends because they're too short to sew in. So we hide them and then continue doing the picot stitches all the way back to where you have started, and then cut off the yarn. We will get back to do the strings for the bikini bottom. And here's my last stitch. So I'm just gonna pull the yarn through chain 1 to close the last row, and then you need to cut off the yarn. So you have the shape of the bikini bottom. You can fold the piece and then you will have the shape of the bikini bottom. Now we need to do the strings. For the strings of the bottom, I'm gonna use the 2 strands of yarn like this, and also change the new crochet hook for the bigger one, so you can use for 2 strands of yarn. And then just pull these for the length of, I would go for 160 centimeters, and then grab the bikini bottom, insert the crochet hook at one of the corner, and then you need to pull the crochet hook through. You can just chain up to the length of the yarn that you have just pulled them through, and at the end you will have around, I would say around 2.5 inches left. You will need to cut off the yarn and then just pull the yarn through. And then for the security, I need to tie this end like this, and then you can just trim it. And the length of the strings should be around 14 inches. So after that you need to repeat the other 3 corners. Alright guys, the bikini bottom in the Brazilian style is finished. Basically you will need to repeat the pattern for both front and back, and then do the edging with the picot stitches, the strings very easy by using the 2 strands of yarn and use the bigger size of the crochet hook. So I hope you like the tutorials. It's very easy, very simple to make. You can choose any color of your choice. If you have any question or any comment, please leave it down at the comment section down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you would like to support me with the next project, so feel free to click on the super thank down below of the video so I can produce more works like this. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Even style the bikinis bottom with any tops of your choice.